Good morning.
Morning.
Hello. How are you doing today?
I am wonderful.
I am wonderful as well. I hope you're all doing well out there in the Facebook and or YouTube world. What you mean, oh no?
I got all my drinks.
Where's your coffee at?
My coffee is way over there. My water's
Go
way
ahead,
over there.
get it.
Okay,
It's fine. I'm so sorry, guys. It's Saturday morning. It's morning coffee. Apparently, it's not fully kicked in yet. This is Warm N
I'm
Cozy
leaving it
Quilting.
laying around. Okay, great.
This is Danielle.
Hi.
I'm Jason. This is coffee.
See you. Good to see you.
Goodness gracious, I tell you what.
So it's windy here.
So windy outside.
And everyone knows, but it is windy. And so it's been very cloudy. I walked out there.
Pushing it out, though.
I walked out there. Yeah, it's starting to clear up a little bit.
It's clearing up.
Good thing. Good thing.
Just a little bit of rain in front of the cold front. It's going to get chilly.
Yeah.
Getting cold today.
Right.
It's going to be a high of 57. We started out at 60 something. Kind of going the wrong direction there. Weather forecasters.
Okay, number one, it's already 60 something. It can't be a high of 50 something. This is not how math works. Anyway.
It could. Doesn't. Could.
Anyway.
It happens. So
okay. I feel much better now. Feel much better.
Much better. I mean, it's going to be great. If you're going to get out of the house today, today's a great day to do it.
Yes.
Come by and see us. Come say hi.
You're not going to, don't go try and blow any leaves around.
It's going to do that for you.
Going to make any difference.
It's going to go everywhere.
Come get yourself.
Yeah, don't deal with no yard work today.
Come hang out with us. We'll have a good time. All right. We got people. Should we say hello?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We should always say hello.
Good morning, Kelly.
Morning. Get to work.
Hi, Mom. And Kathy's on. Good morning, Deborah. And good morning, Beth. And good morning, Julie. And good morning, Cindy, Dolores, Maureen.
Bang, bang, bang. And Maine's out in, what?
Maureen is in Maine. Okay.
Boy, there's a lot of things happening there.
We've got, oh man, I know that Cindy Matthews lives in an M state.
Is it Michigan or Minnesota?
Sorry,
Wisconsin.
Cindy. It's an M state and it's north. This is horrible.
Geography. It's a good thing we're doing the International Mystery Quilt series because,
and Deborah's in Tennessee. Like, we got people joining us from all over.
We got Jackie, Indiana.
Right?
Heck yeah. Love it.
And Julie, I don't think is in the area.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I know.
Okay, I'm losing it today. So I'm not going to try
to keep track of these things. We got people everywhere.
Oh, good morning, Joanne.
Thank you, Cindy, for clarifying.
Thank you. An M state.
It's an M state. She's right.
I was right.
You were mostly right.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So we have tons of fun stuff going on at the quilt shop, Wisconsin. Yes. Julie's in Wisconsin.
Yes. I knew we mailed stuff to her. I just couldn't remember where it was exactly at.
Oh, yeah. The shipping department knows she's
shipping Department knows. Yeah.
On from home. Hello, shipping department. AKA Sadie. Good morning.
That's what we refer to her as around here. I don't know where to go with stuff. Shipping department.
Right.
Kind of a catch-all anymore.
Exactly.
All right. That happens.
Okay. I'm gonna. So we've said hello to people.
Right.
We're gonna tell them about stuff.
We've got several. So usually we start off with at least some general announcements of things coming up. Keep it brief before we dive into everything. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of things that are about to happen, going on presently.
Right.
And then we'll dive into the mystery quilt conversation.
Right.
As you know, or don't know, we went to another country
Oh,
this
thanks, Scott.
month. So
He says my hair looks great.
oh, well, it's fancy. She hates it. She needs it cut. Anyway, we will discuss our trip this month to Australia.
Right.
And
In
then-
case you didn't know, we went to Australia.
Yeah, we did. Somebody did. I don't know.
Also, then after the video, we'll hit the button and you'll get your pattern for next month.
Yeah,
For
comes
this
right out
month,
after
for November. Yeah, and then you'll want to get started on it.
'Cause you got a month.
And there's, a bunch of little, it's not little, anyway, it's going to be awesome.
Awesome. Anyway, 82 in Alabama. Good Lord, I'm going to Alabama.
I don't want it to be 82. It's November. Anyway.
I'm okay with 82. All right. That's why we live in the Midwest, because we never really know what temperature it's going to be.
It starts making me a little bit nervous, like uncomfortable. Like I'm going, what is happening? What's happening in the world? Is there a tornado? Like, because it feels like it's the weather's wrong. Like, I don't know.
This is
Does
you
anyone
have been
else
living
feel
here
this way?
your entire life. You know it's chaos around here all the time. We don't have hurricanes.
Good morning, Diane.
So, oh my goodness, Maureen's asking if the snow holds off. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking forward to snow.
No.
I'm okay with it happening.
Oh, but Maureen's in Maine. She's getting snow.
You're getting snow. Like it's happening. That seems like
we sometimes get
polar
just
bears
a
up
little
there,
bit.
don't they?
I don't think they have polar bears in the zoo, maybe. But yeah, I don't mind snow, and we tend to not get a lot of it. Here's how I like snow. I want there to be so much nobody can leave.
Right. Or
none. This is what I like. Ooh, black bears.
Oh, yeah, they're not nearly as stealthy than in the snow.
In the snow, yeah, you could probably see them.
Obvious. And they're probably hibernating at that point. So.
Right. Sleeping.
Doing their thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so things to talk about prior to diving into the mystery quilt stuff.
Right.
Also, thank you for the conversation, folks. We do enjoy talking to people, so don't be afraid to join in the conversation. It's fantastic.
Because today it's the two of us sitting in this room looking at a little circle.
There's just, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's strange because there's a yard full of leaves and it's hot. It's weird. Like you're doing yard work. You're blowing leaves in shorts, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that does.
And good morning to Karen and to Claudia.
And Julie, careful what you wish for.
Right, I know.
It's one of those things I always hear somebody, almost every year, they're like, it's supposed to be a bad one.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess.
Once in a while they say,
50 shot
right, yeah, once in a while they'll say, oh, well, it's not going to be it's going to be a mild winter. And I'm like, nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I don't know.
Maybe.
Some meteorologist pretends really well. I don't know.
Cindy's high school mascot was a polar bear.
Huh. Weird.
That's pretty awesome.
Mine was an eagle.
Okay, so there was this really I can't believe I'm gonna tell them this.
God, I don't even know if I want to know.
There's this kids show, okay?
Oh God!
Kids show
that
program,
story.
right?
This one's fine. This is fine.
And there's like a commercial in the kids show program, right?
You guys have got kids, grandkids. You've seen or watched Noggin at some point in your life. It's
Noggin, yes.
Nickelodeon's kid channel.
And so there was this guy who made up this whole song about polar bears, and I love this song.
It's absolutely her favorite song ever. Seriously.
And he talks about, anyway, it's just hilarious how polar bears that they can eat things whole, that they swallow things.
Right. Yeah, I'm familiar with the song. It's a catchy little ditty.
Anyway, I don't know that we could even find it if we wanted to.
Oh, you could. You can Google anything.
Yeah.
You just Google
look up polar bear song and you'll probably find it. And you'll giggle maybe, So
maybe.
Hi, Sandy, and Patty's on, and snow over ice. Yeah. No, I don't.
Most people are okay with that conversation.
Yeah, and what I really, really get stir crazy quickly when there's ice and there's no snow. Like there's so much.
Fine.
Yeah, and you can't even get to the car without breaking your neck.
That's dangerous.
Nobody wants to break their neck, so then you can't go to work and you can't play in the snow and there's nothing pretty. Like you can't look out the window at the pretty snow.
And if your driveway happens to be an incline, which most are, then you slide right out into the road.
And even if it's just a slight incline, like it doesn't even have to be significant.
It's dangerous. And Debbie, woolly worms are generally orange and black. That's not what she's saying. Funny. I actually haven't seen any woolly worms this year.
Me either. And apparently that determines,
Usually
if
you'll
they're
see them
really
crossing
dark
country
in there.
roads. Actually, you know what? I've seen a couple, and most of them were black. So
Vicky signed on through YouTube this morning.
yes, you can absolutely watch this via the YouTube. Hit the subscribe button over on that side. That way you can see these Saturday morning videos there. Because let's be honest, sometimes Facebook is kind of a dumpster fire.
Right.
Maybe you don't want to be here to see the things.
I will tell you the way to get around that is follow lots of quilting things. Just start following anything that's quilting, and you'll get quilting ads, and you're like, ooh, and you'll get,
It's all quilty things. I get fishing things along with quilty things, but that's, what happens. Karen, you're absolutely right. This is exactly why you need to come and see us and stock up. Do it now. Right. Get a new machine. By the way, segue. Let's talk about some
Karen.
things. This came in just a day or so ago.
Right.
Do you know what this is? I'm going to tell you what this is to me. Remember when we were kids, and then you would get that magazine that had all the cool Christmas stuff that you wanted to go through, and you would go through and you would circle all of them.
Right.
But you could only have one of them. This is for you.
Right.
To do that.
Yes.
With the Janome machines.
Yeah.
There are machines in here. There's pricing in here. There's bundles that come with machines. If you buy that machine, you'll get a bundle with it. All sorts of awesome information. So if you are in need of a new machine and you want Danielle and Jason service, because that's what we offer, because, we want to make sure you succeed with your projects and are happy with your machine. You need questions, or you have questions, you need help. That's what we're here for. That's what we do.
And I love Janome has their, holiday sales. And it's like from November 1st to December 31st. So lots of time here that we can, we have some machines in stock. We do not have every one of these.
We don't have everything that's in this magazine.
So absolutely, if you are like, ooh, I really love this one. A lot of times we have the one above it or the one below it that you could try out, and we could talk about what features and stuff are different in the one that you're liking. Yeah. And then we can get it ordered for you. So
we have the range from low end to the high end on the floor, so you can always sit down at them and just get a feel for them. But
also,
if there's one specific you want,
and highlight and hand to your husband.
Right. Okay? Say, this is what I want. Go talk to them, and I would like to have that. Thank you. Goodbye.
Right.
And right now, we're still at that time frame where if we order them, we should be able to get them in well before Christmas.
There's so many comments over here.
I know. Everybody's super excited and happy. But we have to continue on.
And okay, I'm predicting weather. And good morning, Carla.
Anyway, if you need the Janome magazine to figure out which machine you want, swing by, grab one.
Yeah.
And we'll get you that, so that way you can have that to search through. Okay? I'm actually going to look through this later, because I don't even own a machine. Did you know that?
I know.
I don't have a machine of my own.
I know. I let you borrow mine.
I know. Sometimes. When you're not piecing everything.
Right.
Maybe I might get a machine for Christmas.
Maybe. Oh! Maybe. That was very rude of me.
For what?
To say, circle it and give it to your husband. You could be a dude out there.
You could circle it for yourself and come back and say, yourself, I want this one. And we'll
number one, because you can spend your own money.
You sure can.
Number two, you could be a dude out there and you can just, pass it to the wife. Hello.
You're absolutely right.
So look through, figure out what you want. Maybe I'll get it for you if you're good this year.
So there's this M17 that I would love to have.
Yeah. It's a combination machine.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. It's a good one.
But I'm with Carla. I like the M7 too. I've got to sew on that boy. Yeah. Oh my God.
That's pretty awesome.
That's a beautiful machine, by the way. Anyway, so you're in need of a machine. There you go. Do that.
Next
thing we need to talk about. Handy Quilter demo days are going on right now.
Right.
What that means to you is that Handy Quilter is encouraging dealers to get your floor models out of the store so we get new machines in.
Right.
Handy Quilter has released their newest machine, information on it, at International Quilt Market or Festival, whatever the heck it's called.
Right.
In Houston.
Right. So it's market when we go, it's festival when customers go.
Right.
And it's usually dealers first, and then the second week is customers.
Right.
They also have different vendors for us,
Mhm.
because like the Jaftex booth, they don't sell to
The
consumers.
customers, right.
So anyway, they got to rotate some things around. Anyway, all that stuff has happened. I think it would be fun to be in charge of where things go.
Would
But
be
anyway,
great.
this is not what I'm doing.
Point of
right
the
now.
conversation is it's demo day. That means I want the newest machine here so that you guys can play with it. But I have to get the machines I have here into a new home.
Right.
So there's the retail price. Then there's this thing that we usually go with is show price, which is an amazing price.
Right. And since
now-
we're doing demo days, we're going to be running show
Some
price,
great
right?
pricing.
Yeah, some great pricing. Festivals going
But
on.
if you want to buy one of my floor models, it's even better than that. So if you've been waiting for a machine, this is the time to do it.
Right.
All my machines that are on the floor right now have a price tag on them. You want to take them home today? That's totally cool.
Right.
But come in and talk to us. We'll get you figured out on that so you can have your machine for the holidays.
There's also still, so even though these machines have been used,
Yes.
they still have warranty warranty stuff on
Warranty's
them.
fully transferable.
So some of them have like still 10-year, the 5, 10, 5,
Full
5,
warranty.
10, whatever. And some of them may be 4 years instead of 5 years. Like, like some of it, anyway.
But we'll discuss that
Why
with you
am I-
when you get here. I don't know why. That's okay. We're going to move on.
I'm so excited.
You are rather excited about it. That's okay. I'm not.
Anyway, so what also demo days means is you can come in. We will stop. So we are always quilting for hire,
Yes.
right? So we have quilts on the frames that need to be done before Christmas, right? So we're getting those done, and we may have a renter, so you can't really try that machine out, but we have ways for you to try out a machine.
Basically, just call us and say, "Hey, I'd like to try out that machine with Pro Stitcher," and
Right.
we'll set you up a time. And
I'm
you'll come
coming
in,
by tomorrow, whatever.
and we'll let
Okay,
you give it a
don't come
whirl.
by tomorrow. We're closed.
Yeah, I'm not here tomorrow. Don't, not tomorrow. Sundays, Mondays, we're closed.
Right.
Any other day, give me a call. We'll work you in
Right.
for sure. Okay, exciting. Moving on from that, you have your 100 block thing going on still. We're still
100 block
taking
thing going on.
spots for that.
Correct. I still have a couple of spots that I'm going to leave that I have available for in-store sewing.
Okay.
I have as many up to 100
Right. We can go virtual.
that I can do virtually.
Right.
So if you want to sign up and do this virtually, that's awesome.
Right.
If you want to sign up and sew along with me in the store, that's awesome. Still got spots for you. Why do I have spots? Because I've opened up more classes. Currently, I'm going to teach this particular, we're going to do this sew along 5 times. I'm
Per
going to do
month.
five times per month.
There's 5 days.
You don't have
in
to
a
worry
month.
about
You're
that.
not
You
gonna
don't
be
have to
here.
worry about that. You have to come in 1 time per month. You'll have your dates. You know when you're showing up. Everybody's happy. But I have to be available 5 times a month.
Oh my. So what she's saying is after July, she may need a day off.
I think so.
Because I don't know that I
so.
can deal with her.
I do know Kelly's already going in April or May. She's going to have a breakdown.
She'll lose her mind.
She's going to, I'm like, you're going to be lucky if it goes that long. But anyway.
We're going to find out.
No, it will, it's all going to be so fun. The thing is, once I've taught something one time, I could teach it 5 times. That's no big
Right.
deal. So sometimes right now there's little jitters, which is really excitement. My body sometimes doesn't know the difference. And I have to go, no.
Well, this is exciting.
This is exciting.
This is okay.
Like right now, I want it to be January and I want to start sewing blocks together.
Right.
I want to hang out with my friends. So if you want to get together and hang out with us, especially me, I want to tell you what you have to do. You just have to go and sign up and pay the sign up fee, which is $30.
Correct.
Then it will be $50 a month for 7 months. And what you get for that is 30 fat quarters,
That's
which
a
would be $120. Start doing some math here with me, right?
Right.
30 fat quarters, $120.
Okay.
5 1/8 yards of fabric is about $67. Okay. If you're doing like $12.99 fabric, which most of our fabric is. Your book is $27.99. Then 7 classes, each class would be $40 a piece. 7 classes, $280.
I come up with $3,000.
Is not $3,000. It would be $495.
Oh.
So roughly $500.
Yeah.
Worth of stuff you're going to get for the $30 down and the $50 a month for 7 months. I've had people ask if they can just pay for it all up front.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Actually, and here's the deal. I'm giving you all of your fabric up front.
Right.
So you are going to commit to me that you're going to do all 7 months.
It'll be a fun time.
It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be a blast.
Anyway.
Sign up for that either on the website or come in and sign up. Ask
Call
questions.
us. Either way, all of it's good.
We have a sample hanging up if you want to see it all in person.
The sample
Absolutely
is
gorgeous,
so
by the way,
beautiful.
Carla did an amazing job.
It's amazing.
All right, last but not least, we want to talk about this.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay.
This is a first announcement.
This
you are
is
hearing it
you
for
guys
the first time.
Exclusively hearing
Right
it
here,
first.
right now.
Right here on this
Very much entertainment
episode.
That got wild. Anyway.
Okay. We are doing a 3-day. Tell them what the name of it is.
It's basically a sit and sew, but it's a fun name. It's the weekend of necessity. See, we put the sew in there because, of course,
necessity, right?
For Christmas.
Right. You have Christmas projects.
Right.
You need to get them done. People keep asking you to do other things. The dog wants to go out. You are tired of making
Somebody
dinner.
has to eat dinner.
Right.
No, you don't.
Are over this. You need some time to get stuff done.
Right.
We got a gift for you, right?
Well.
I mean, kind of.
Opportunity.
An opportunity for you guys. So here's how it goes. We have December 3rd, 4th, bonus, 5th. So that is a Saturday, Sunday. You can sign up just to do Saturday and Sunday, or you can do Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days where you get to come in and sew. It is a sit and sew,
yes.
Right? Come in, sit and sew. All right. You're going to get lunch on Sunday and Monday. You are going to get from 2 o'clock on Saturday till 10 p.m.
On Saturday. That's
Saturday,
day one.
2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Do as much or as little as you want.
Yeah, you don't have to be here the whole time. Well, you can, though. We'll have somebody here.
If only it wasn't a 5-hour drive. I know.
I get it.
Okay. And then Monday is the bonus day. I keep calling it bonus day.
Call it a bonus day, but...
Call in sick to work. Get over it. Like, just, it's no big deal. I'm not writing a note. I will write a note, but I don't know that it'll do any difference. Good. 7 a.m. on Monday till 5 p.m. on Monday. So you have that whole day. So, and you can leave your stuff here. If you do live far away and you want to make, like, I just want to go. I want to meet. I want to hang out with people. There is a Hampton up the road.
Yeah, you cannot stay here. We do not
Jason is like, we need to put this out
for that.
exclusively that they know they cannot bring their dang sleeping bag and lay on the floor. No.
I would love to allow that to happen, but I will not. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So
for the sake of your sewing friends around you, I cannot allow that to happen for 2 days.
Yeah, and I really don't want you to sleep in the car either. But
please don't do that. Oh my goodness, golly
but
gracious.
It would be a lot of fun. It is going to be a lot of fun. And this is our first time of doing something like this. We are super excited. I know it is quick turnaround, like just next month. But my thinking was, I have too much to do and I need to set aside time to get these things done, right? So if I feel that way, you probably do too. If you have people on your list you don't have stuff picked out for yet, how do I do this? What do I do? I got a book for you. Make 1-hour gifts. So these are super cool, fast things. I mean, you've got teacher's gifts you need to make. You got, so there's little zipper bags. There's little pot holders. There is a little notebook cover thingy.
Right.
Similar. Anyway, so lots of fun, super easy gifts.
So
we also have other books. Okay, this is not the only thing.
Let's stop you real quick.
Right.
There's some things that need to be addressed so that you're aware of them up front.
Okay.
Cost. There's cost involved in this. There's 2 options. If you want to do Saturday, Sunday, $80 for both days. Again, that includes lunch on Sunday.
There's also other fun things, obviously.
By the way, you're going to be here that late. The store is going to be open for your shopping pleasure. Also, there will be special deals that time frame as well. So, completely worth the time and fun. Now, if you decide...
You get to be in here...
when nobody else can be. You're a special person.
Now, my sister wants to have it with the lights off so you can shop in the dark.
This is dangerous.
Like,
We're not doing
let's
that.
try to pick out blue fabric in the dark.
Right. The other side of that, if you can't, if you got the chase, but if you want to do the third day, you want to be here Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, that's 3 days of that.
3 days.
$95 includes lunch Sunday and lunch on Monday in
Right.
addition to the special deals and everything else.
And we're going to have snacks for you and drinks for you, and you can shop and all of those things.
So all this out there, I just put a link to the classes. I don't have a cute icon on the sign up for this. Sorry.
We wanted to get it out there to you.
But look
So
at
know that you are going to sign up for one or the other.
Yes, don't sign up for both.
Right.
2 day
Either
or 3
the
day.
2 day or the 3 day.
Pick
Okay.
one. Sign up for that. I have them limited space seatings right now because I can only accommodate a maximum of 20 people in the shop. So
Yes, because
first
we are
come,
going to
first
set
serve.
up.
Sign up now.
We're going to set up our regular classroom, and then we're also going to set up tables and chairs and things and such in the long arm area
Mhm.
so that we can accommodate 20. Because if you've been in our shop, you're like, you can't get 20 people in there. You're right. We're making it. We're figuring it out.
Yep.
We're doing it.
Absolutely. Yes, Beth, it is a sleep in your own bed retreat.
That's right.
It's exactly what it is. But again, if you're far enough away and you want to stay in the Hampton Inn, there is a
Unless your
Hampton
bed
Inn
is
town.
in Maine,
Well,
like
you
Maureen,
would
then
sleep
you
in
would
a
have
hotel
to.
bed. That's, I mean, just an idea. Anyway, something to consider, something to think about. It could be a fantastic time. I look forward to it. So
Everybody is wishing they lived closer.
I wish you all lived closer too.
I've seen other shops do retreats, like do a retreat at home, but we don't have that figured out yet.
No, that's okay.
This is our first one that we're doing like this, and I'm excited. I know very little about deer season, but someone was telling me that the weekend after Thanksgiving is deer season.
Okay.
So this might be, is this that weekend?
Yes.
So you might be at home with nothing to do. Come sit and sew. Come bring your stuff. Hey, if you don't sew, but you do like scrapbooking or you've got other crafty things that you do and you need to get your stuff done, you can do that here. You have a table. Bring whatever you want.
Weekend of necessity for Christmas. Mm-hmm. Sign up for that. Do the thing. I'm going to back up for a real quick second on the 100 blocks. Yes, Miss Pamela, I will have to send you something for the sign up for the 100 blocks and all the things. So
yes, and then we'll need to pick out your. I didn't even talk about that. Anyway, but we got stuff to talk.
We've got to get into Australia.
Right.
But those are all the things. Again, you have questions, ask them, call us, email us, message us. We will find a way to respond appropriately.
Right.
Okay. Whew. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Australia. Good day, mate. I'm not Australian. I know, much to the dismay of many.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really not from there at all.
So when Vincent...
Yeah, I know, you're going to tell the story. I expected so much. Go ahead. This is fun.
So when Vincent was little, Vincent is now 22. I'm sorry, Vincent, I'm telling the story on you. He absolutely would not care.
He'll totally own up to this. It's a fact. Fact.
So I know that a lot of you don't know my son, and he is awesome. Our son is awesome.
Yes.
He doesn't know a stranger and talks to anybody and is very personable. But he would tell us that he could speak Australian. And so then he would start.
He knew another language.
He knew another language. He just
spoke Australian.
Right.
Okay.
And then we were out somewhere, and he met a kid. We're waiting. It was raining.
We were at a rendezvous at Fort Carter's.
Yes. So we're under this like pavilion waiting for the rain to die down, and he was like, I can speak British, and I can speak Australian. And the kid was like, oh, really? So then, anyway. Vincent does speak Australian. Jason does not.
Not well. Not well at all.
Anyway.
Pretty sure it would just be a travesty, so I will not. Okay. I will not do that. So anyway, International Mystery Quilt.
Australia.
This is what we've been doing this year, starting in January. Each month we visit a new country. We put a quilt together based on that continent or that country, whatever it is. This month you did the pattern in said beautiful colors behind us. We're going to put this out there now and comment your opinions. Danielle's been debating on whether or not to put the last border on or to stop with the black border that has colorful polka dots on it. So, with or without Give me your opinion. Give her your opinion, I should say.
Right. So right now I've got all the way up to the polka dot, and this is very bright and cheery and fun. And this ombre is so beautiful.
It is.
But it is almost a little bit brighter. Okay, I'm really nitpicky about things, and I don't need to be. Okay, because like this yellow is kind of not as bright as it is over here.
Correct.
This orange, well, is that really anyway? So you see, I
Free.
overthink.
And give us an idea. Give us your thoughts.
Do you think here it is with the border or without?
There you go. Okay, now you can't put it back up there.
I can't put it back up there.
No, that's all right though. So go ahead. Don't be shy. Give us your opinions. I'm going to keep talking as all those informations come in. Mystery quilts. So once we're done today.
Thank you, everyone. I don't want to put the dang border on. They're all saying without.
We're going without.
I mean, I will.
Overwhelmingly,
if everyone said with right now, I would be out there putting that border on. There is not one with.
Watch this. Click this button here. Hold on. I'm gonna join in the fray like that. With. Yeah.
Jason. Everybody's saying it takes away from the body.
It does. It absolutely does. So disregard that comment from Warm and Cozy. What do they know?
Without. Awesome. My work is done.
Your work is done here.
Yes.
We have a completed top because the borders on this one were optional.
Right.
So you will get a free pattern.
Thank you. Okay. And I'll get to go to the next country. Where are we going?
All right.
Where are we going?
I can't tell you. It's a mystery.
All right. We're
let's talk
in Australia currently.
Let's talk about Australia while we're here. Officially known as the Commonwealth of Australia. Okay. It's comprised of Australia is the mainland, of course, Tasmania, and numerous smaller islands out there. All right.
That makes sense. It makes sense that I don't know that.
Okay.
Like Australia is one thing.
The glob of land and the ocean.
But if you think about like Hawaii, and you think about other countries that have other little,
There's a lot more happening. That's like Indonesia where we were last month. All islands.
Right.
So many islands.
Yeah.
Little bitty guys. Big guys.
Like us having all these different states, they're going to have different, sections of the country. Okay, great.
Yes, absolutely. So, according to thetruesize.com, that's a safe one to enter. Not some random, what's the size?
Thetruesize.com.
Thetruesize.com.
It is super fun.
It gives you a map, and you can pick a state, a country, a continent, or whatever, and it tells you the mass, like land, square footage or mileage, not square footage, because that's a lot. Kilometers. Anyway, according to that.
Okay. Gosh.
What?
So last night, I could not sleep. And so I was scrolling, and there is a Facebook group called Bad Maps. And it just was a map of the United States, and it said, like, the top 12 states, and all of the yellow was all the northernmost states across the country. So it's just bad maps. It was so then I was like,
that's really a bad map.
Let's see about other maps. So they have a whole lot of stupid maps, but this is not.
Boy, that's terrible. That's nothing to do with that. The reason I bring that up is because in landmass, it's a large country. It's the sixth largest in the world, but it is smaller than America, but only by a little bit. Number-wise, it is 2,969,907 square miles. So just shy of 3 million square miles.
Okay.
The continental U.S., not including Hawaii and Alaska, is 3,678,190.
But we do have Alaska.
We do, and we do have Hawaii.
So we are bigger. We still are bigger, but
general continental 40, it's just that's like cut Florida off.
And we'd be the same size as
Real
Alaska.
Close. I don't know.
Of Australia. Because I thought Australia was small.
Yeah, it's not. It's a big country.
Very big.
But, hold on. There's so much more information here. I do love it. The capital. What is the capital of Australia?
Sydney.
What did you guess? I bet you guessed Sydney, or what's the other one? There's another one. Melbourne.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh.
It's Canberra. 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 It is not, because the two cities who thought I should be capital couldn't get it straight, so they picked Canberra. That's nice. The capital.
Very nice. I
guess diffuse the argument. Just pick somebody else.
Right.
You can't figure it out. We'll just go with that guy.
Right.
Okay. Sure. Sounds
That
good.
makes sense.
That's what they did. They have a flag.
Mm.
There it is. Of course,
So, red, white, and blue.
there's the Union Jack. That's the
Right.
British
the
flag.
British flag, yep. And then they've added.
There's some stars in there. There is some meaning to those stars. The one right below the Union Jack is the 7-pointed star of the Commonwealth. So that's what that represents. And then the 5 stars over to the right side represent the Southern Cross constellation. That's what that represents.
Okay.
Okay. So that's always fun to know. Good information.
Good information.
I do have a map of Australia. Australia? That's what Australia looks like. In case you didn't know, you've been living
This life
under a rock.
and you didn't
Never
know?
looked at a book in your life.
Okay, but like, sometimes I don't know where stuff is.
But anyway, that's Australia. Beautiful little place. I want to go there someday, possibly.
Yeah, I think there's a whole lot of desert.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the next step in this whole fun conversation. Aboriginal Australians arrived approximately 65,000 years ago via sea, a very long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Dutch navigator Willem Janszoens was the first known European to visit there in 1606. Again, known. I mean, somebody else could have accidentally got stuck on a boat and ended up there at some point.
Right.
We don't know.
Didn't know where they were.
Nobody logged that anywhere.
Right.
It was 1770 that James Cook mapped and claimed the East Coast for England.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then in 1788, they established the penal colony of New South Wales. So that's where all the criminal idea comes from.
Right.
Some of the first cops were actually criminals. Strange history that happens when this kind of stuff happens. Now let's talk population,
Okay.
because you said there's large open desert lands and such.
Yeah, like nothing here, right?
It is one of the most sparsely populated places in the world. The average is 8.8 persons per square mile. So 1 square mile, 8 people, almost 9.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 9 on average. That's not a lot.
What is that? Okay, so tell me about the United States.
I'm going to compare you to the United States on that. Here, we have about 87 people per square mile. A lot.
That's a lot of people.
There's a lot of you people out there. How come you're not in my store today right now? Anyway.
Well, because we're not open.
We're not open right now, that's why. So I think there's more than 87 people in the square mile we're currently in, even, possibly. So averages. Law of averages. Most of the population for Australia is actually found on the coast in the large cities. So really the central part of the country is very much not populated.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't want to be where there's not water.
Right.
That's not good.
And there's an estimated 25 million people that live in Australia. But with that, there's beaches there. So many beaches.
Yeah, I bet it would be,
so
fun to like surf.
The Great Coral Reef is there, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is its own living organism. Anyway, if you visited one beach per day, it would take you 27 years to visit all the beaches of Australia.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's absurd. I believe it was 10,000, almost 10,000 beaches in Australia.
Wow.
Of course, that begs the question to me: what constitutes a beach? Is it like a rocky outcropping?
And where does it start and stop?
Right.
Like this is now the next beach?
Is it like a 4-foot section of beach, and that beach number 1? That was my visit today. I can see beach number 2 for tomorrow.
They put a gate up. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know.
Right.
So all I know is what I can read on the interwebs.
We are a little bit ignorant of beach information.
Yes.
In the Midwest of the United States.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know at all. This one was weird. I didn't dive into this because I just was scared. Each year, Brisbane hosts the World Championship of Cockroach Racing.
Oh, gross.
No, that's what I said. I'm like, how is it? What is
Cockroach
Generally, when I
racing?
read things like that, I'm going to search into it and see what that means. I really just kept scrolling. I felt the need to put here.
Do you guys know this? That sometimes when you're a kid, people tell you things like cockroaches are attracted to earwax.
Who would ever say such things?
Then, if you see a cockroach, you then are like, "Oh my gosh, that's going to try to get in my ear."
I can't sleep anymore.
I'm telling you, I'm not going where there's any cockroach racing.
Heck no, that's weird.
Where they're running fast? No, thank you. No,
Australia has 3 times more sheep than they do people.
Why?
That's a lot of sheep.
What are you doing with all these sheep?
Shearing them for wool?
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't know. Here's a fun one. They were the second country in the world to give women the right to vote in 1902.
Nice.
Go Australia. Way to go. Join the leadership crowd.
And we have that going on this week.
There's voting Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Do it.
Vote.
Vote.
Do some, looking up on your candidates. There's some .orgs out there that will give you wonderful information to help you make a proper, informed decision.
Do that today. Don't do that when you're,
Standing
now in the booth.
right in front of it.
Right.
Guessing, who is this guy?
But we have that right, and we should use
You
it.
do whatever you want. This one is my favorite. A podcast I love to listen to actually covered this topic, and it was hilarious. Not just because the guy that did the podcast is a comedian. It's just wild. There was a war fought in Australia against the emu, the large flightless bird. Yes. They were wreaking havoc on crops.
Okay.
And this happened around the time of World War I ending. So all these troops were coming home. These things were destroying crops. They literally took weaponry, military weaponry, after these birds to try to eradicate them.
Oh my gosh, to get them down to a manageable level.
The emus won. They couldn't stop them. They were completely evasive. They were doing nothing but just shooting up the countryside, trying to get rid of these dang birds. And
He's so lying.
I wish to God I was I'm not. Look up the Great Emu War. It really, truly happened. Wild.
Well, the emus weren't shooting up nobody.
No, they weren't fighting back. The soldiers were they're just shooting at these birds. And one of the things I read last night, and maybe it was in the podcast, but I don't remember, but it would take up to 10 rounds to drop a single bird. That's a lot of ammunition.
Yeah, that you're using on birds. Oh my gosh.
It was absolutely the craziest thing.
Yeah, if you think about how, they're big.
They're big.
And
they're
so if
birds.
they're, wow.
So it's stated that the emus won. If you're from Australia, I'm not saying this to be mean. I was never there. I didn't see any of this. This is just what people say.
Yeah.
Also, if you're an emu from Australia, congratulations. Please don't attack me.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Don't do that.
There's also more kangaroo than there are people in Australia.
Oh my gosh. There's lots of animals over there.
80% of the animal population in Australia is unique to Australia.
Because they can't get anywhere else.
You won't find them anywhere. They're stuck on a big old island.
Yeah.
And most of these animals want to kill you.
Yeah.
So, an example.
They have really crazy big spiders.
Spiders, snakes. 21 of the 25 world's most venomous snakes come from Australia. 21 of the 25. That means there's 4
so we only have to worry about 4.
Just
out here.
I mean, good Lord.
Oh, and those emus run really fast.
Yes, I mean, it was a whole thing. And I encourage you to go look into that. I'm not going to dive into it here because it's a lot, but it was absolutely one of the most wildest things I've ever heard in my life. I really expected it to all be made up.
Yeah.
Much like what you just went through.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. It's so crazy to me.
And Australia does have awesome fabric, Deborah said.
They do. We have a customer that brought some Australian fabric in because she visited there and did her IMQ in Australian fabric, and it's gorgeous. Also, with everything wanting to heal, even their cotton plants are poisonous.
What?
That's made up.
Okay, good.
That's not true at all. So anyway.
You didn't hold on to that one very long. You should have held it a little bit longer, getting everybody believing.
I just didn't think it was a good one.
Yeah.
That's all right. I mean, with everything else wild that we just talked about, including the poor emu, I didn't want people to think I was completely untrustworthy. So.
Right.
Anyway, so with this month's pattern, it was all half square triangles, and we talked about several different methods for making half square triangles before we started.
And this book has tons of information about making half square triangles in different ways. If you want to make them 2 at a time, 4 at a time, 8 at a time, all of those things. But there's also lots of patterns in here for whatever size half square triangle you're making. So, and there's charts on different things. It's pretty awesome. And also, I have to tell you that because I've seen these where it's either 2 or 4 or 8, I didn't realize that you could make a half square triangle one at a time.
You sure can. I mean, most people don't because you need more than one.
Right. Usually you need more than one. But if you only need one, you can just make one. So anyway.
Can, absolutely.
But yes, so most of you are already done with this month, so you maybe don't need this book.
Right.
But I do have to say that half square triangles are kind of one of the foundation pieces that is used in many, 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 many different blocks and layouts and things.
Yeah.
So having a good way, a way that you like to make half square triangles is important.
Yeah, and the best way to do them usually is that you're going to have two contrasting colors or you know, separated in value in some way that it makes it distinguishable.
I had a hard time with pressing with this one because I wanted them to nest, but I wanted it to go towards the dark, and then sometimes it had to go towards the light. Sorry, I'm going to cough now.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You're welcome. Okay.
I'm what? You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So I don't know why I was talking about that.
The pressing, it was just,
pressing was
there's a lot of half squares.
It would probably have been better to just press it all open.
Oh, I guess that's always an option.
So, but, anyway.
So there's no real wrong way to do it. As long as you do it what makes you happy. Again, they've been around forever. They're really the basic founding blocks. Blocks?
What kind of?
I'm worried about the emus. I hope they don't invade us because I am not ready for this.
We do not need any emus over here.
I mean, there is so much more space for them to roam in Australia. Stay there.
Absolutely.
Stay there, guys. It's safer.
Yeah.
And again, placement with these are everything. Just depending on how you set up your blocks, where you place them really can make something incredibly dramatic. So
absolutely.
So absolutely fantastic. Next month, we are heading to another country. We only got a couple left to visit this year.
Right. Oh my gosh.
You all right there?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Should I just leave?
No, I don't know. Don't just sit there and do your thing. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. So we're going to go to another country next year. Next month. This month? Today. You get the pattern today. Color combination recommendations. They suggest tans and browns.
Boring. But I do like brown, so I don't know.
I don't really know how to feel about that. Brights. So I don't know what that means. My guess is aim for like your jewel tones, your bold, your bright, beautiful colors. This is actually very important. Or greens. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with greens. You have a lot of different values in greens. I love greens. So it'll be a fun time. Can you guess where we're going? Don't guess. I'll send you a pattern.
Right.
If you're getting the free one. If you want to buy the pattern for this month, you can go to the website, International Mystery Quilts, underneath patterns and designs, and purchase it. It's $10. It's an electronic download, so you'll get a PDF. You take that, print it off, and then begin and submit your finished quilt top us via the Quilters Collective.
Right.
Send us a picture or email it to us, and you'll get next month's pattern for free. As long as you're done before the first Saturday of next month, which is the 3rd, because that's when our sew day thing's going to...
Our sew weekend is happening.
Sew weekend.
Our WNC weekend.
New Sew City for Christmas.
Weekend.
That one just doesn't roll off the tongue very well. I didn't do a great job. Where's my marketing team? Marketing! Oh, wait, we don't have one.
We do. It's all of us.
Oh, well, we didn't do so well.
Yeah. Anyway.
Not a great job as a collective.
But next month, with this particular pattern, you're going to be doing some snowball corner situation.
Yes.
Which is not difficult.
Nope.
But what is definitely helpful is a sew straight. When you make half square triangles, this is awesome. When you make a block and you just have to sew it on and then cut off the edge and open it up. Does that make...
So we had a snowball block earlier this year, so we've seen this a couple times. It's not a full snowball, like not just that. It's using that technique. So having done it will be easier for you.
Exactly. So
but having this,
the sew straight is awesome. You don't have to draw. So whenever you use snowball, you have to have a square and then draw a line on it, and then you sew that on the line.
Right.
Well, you don't have to draw your lines on. You're going to follow this, and there's great pictures on the back that show you how to do it.
Line that up with the edge of your
line that up with your needles, and that's your feed dogs. And you're going to put the corner, and you're just going to follow that corner all the way up.
So I don't have to draw anything.
Don't have to draw anything.
Golly, that's fantastic.
If you have to make a whole bunch of snowballs, this is like necessity.
It includes restickable tabs. That means you can take it off and put it back, and take it off and put it back, and if you need to, rinse it off and then put it back. And
whenever I've done any snowballs, so you sew it from corner to corner, and then you need to cut a 1/4 inch away from that seam line, right?
Yeah.
This is my favorite tool.
That tool is the best.
I mean,
I absolutely love small, easy tools to work with.
So I have 100 rulers. Okay. This one lives on my table along with my stripology ruler. So, and now I have them hung up, and the stripology has to be here because I'm taking it down, up and down all the time because it gets in my way because it's a little big, right?
Right.
But this one pretty much just stays on there. There is a great, you can see it very well, 1/4 inch line from the edge of your ruler so that you can line that up with your stitch line and cut, and you've got a 1/4 inch away from your stitch line. It's awesome.
It is fantastic.
This particular ruler also does things like make circles. Okay, there are tons of tools that do more things that I don't use them for because I don't
circles.
But apparently, I mean, and there's good information in there, and anyway, I just petered out. There you go.
You did. You just kind of like. And we're done. Anyway, quick trim tool. If you don't have a small tool at hand on your cutting table, on your project surface, this is one of those sizes that you really need to have. You don't need the big, long ones all the time. This is just nice, easy to grab.
Okay, Vicki asked, her squares are not sticking, so they're not so sticky.
Yep.
Wash them.
Just like put some right under the faucet. And
under the faucet, and you're going to find, you're going to go, oh, this is gross. You know, like, just dust buildup. Oh my gosh, like somebody was talking about this yesterday. Can you imagine the lint that's in our lungs?
No, I try not to think about that.
Right. We were cleaning. There was a lot of, like fibers on the long arm, right? Because it makes more, anyway.
Gets kind of linty.
Anyway, but there's dust on there. Something is making it so it's not sticking. If you get it wet and just wipe it off, then what I have found is I generally get really, like I'm not patient.
No.
So I put it back on and it's still not sticking. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, you gotta kind of dry it off a little bit and give it a minute, right? And then it will stick again.
Good fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's how you would do that. I'm
sure I've missed people along the way, but
if we've missed anybody, hi, hello, and I'm sorry. Hello. Last couple things, just as a reminder.
Oh yeah. Good morning, Debbie, and good morning, Diane. I think I've got everybody.
Okay.
Besides that,
okay.
I started coughing and
you lost track of everything. It's all right. A couple reminders on the International Mystery Quilt. If you're going to do this month again, always remember spirit of fairness. We want to do the pattern as true to size as we can. So if it says that needs to be X size by X size at finish, that needs to be at least that size to get next month's for free.
That does not mean make the blocks 20 inches, so you only have to make 2 of them.
In the spirit of fairness, do the right thing.
Spirit of fairness.
Anyway, came out atrocious. I don't know.
You know what he means.
Do the right thing, folks. You don't have to have it quilted to be done. You can just have a flimsy, and that will work. Just need a picture.
You don't even have to have the second border if you don't want.
No, apparently. And then you'll have a whole collective of people tell you don't need to do that.
Right.
And then you're done. See?
Right.
Easy. That's what the Quilters Collective is for. If you're not in the Quilters Collective group, join there.
Right.
You can post your picture in there.
So Diane bought a Sew Straight when she was here.
I think she said that was she wanted one of these, but didn't have one, but she got one of them.
She got one of these. Yes, and we were out of those.
We do have those back in stock.
Have them in stock if you need one. And good morning to Pam.
Make sure you submit a photo before the end of the month so that you can get in for your free pattern for next month.
Pam, you've missed it. I've decided to cough now. You missed it.
You missed all of it, Pam. You're going to have to rewatch all of it. Speaking of rewatching, if you want to rewatch the video. These are all being streamed to here on the Facebook and to YouTube. On our channel. Go over there. All of our videos that we've been doing recently, like our Quilting 101 videos, they're all being saved out there so that you can go back and watch them safely and effectively.
It does make it easy. Like, if we do a stripology demo or something like that, you can easily search in YouTube. It's much easier to search in YouTube than it is to search on Facebook. Facebook, you have to go, is this the one?
Is
Click.
this the one?
No.
Is this the one?
No. Is this the one? Click. No. See how boring that would be?
It's not fun or efficient at all. Why am I coughing now?
I don't know.
Danielle, stop it.
Maybe we've inhaled too much
dust. With that said, we are going back through a lot of the catalog of information that we've given you historically here. So you may see stuff that we're going to cover that you may have heard once before, but we want to do it again cleaner, better, and on the YouTubes for people to review later on. If there's a topic that we've covered or haven't covered that you would love for us to do, please be sure to let us know.
Please.
I'm always open to suggestions.
We love feedback. We love to find out from you what would be good, because then that helps us. We've run out of ideas sometimes. Sometimes we're like, what idea,
Which branch of a thought process should we follow?
Follow now, right? Also, I should have asked this earlier, because I know that we're probably wrapping up. But
real soon.
If you let me know if you are interested in another International Mystery Quilt again next year. I think if we do it, I want to do where we are revealing, like today we would be showing what we are going to do for November.
So you want to kind of go back to the SPP way,
right? Where we would
do this way,
rather than Anyway, I would
also like to have an in-person component.
I would like an in-person component. I would also like. You saw how many friends I have out here today that are not in the St. Louis area and would love to still do this. So anyway, just post out here if you would. Yes, I would love to do. Or even in the collective.
Throw it out in the collective if you're like, I don't want to comment here, but throw it out there. I would love to know if you guys want to do this again. I mean, this is our third year of stash busting program that we've been doing. I have no problem going into a fourth year if that's what you guys want. I know some people are tired of them. Some people drop off. Some people come back. It's just kind of an ebb and flow thing. But hey, keep you all happy as much as we can. That's what we do.
Right.
So with that, that was exciting. That was a lot. That was 3 pages at one time. If you have any questions between now and then, I make sure you give us a call or question, any of the things. Don't forget Monday, flash sale on the website. Always putting stuff out there for an amazing price. If you're not shopping it, you are missing out. It is on the website. You don't have to wait for somebody to show it to you.
Right.
Do it. Go check it out. Wednesday flash sale. Not Wednesday flash sale. Wednesday
is the live sale right here.
Right here for your entertainment.
Just on Facebook. I'm sorry if you're watching on YouTube. We're just on Facebook on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Sometimes I like to tell you the wrong time. Sometimes
that's
Jason
usually me. That's my job.
6
that was my
p.m.
stick. She's
which actually,
what now?
We're gonna have a time change.
Who is
here in Illinois?
Oh, you mean like most of the world, but some states have gotten smart and don't do it anymore?
Right. We will have time change. So
roll your clocks back tonight if you normally do that.
That's tonight.
It's tonight.
Geez. Okay.
Tonight. You gain an hour of sleep if you find out.
I have been having a hard time with the mornings and it's still being very, very dark.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll. I also do not like when I just don't like when it's dark.
Yeah.
It feels like it's dark all the time. I'm glad this is why we don't live in Alaska.
Right. So even though there's a time change, we are still going to be 6 p.m. on
Central Standard Time.
I'm just saying Central
Time. You will have to
US,
ask
right here
the internet if you're
which time zone you're in if you don't know, or if your state participates or doesn't any longer.
Right.
Anyway.
Illinois has decided they're not going to, but then they haven't, rolled it out yet.
Yes.
Which
I'm aware.
Jason was very excited about, and then I went, this was a couple of years ago. He's like, did you hear they're going to not do time change in Illinois? And I said, yeah, and you work in Missouri. And he's like, oh my gosh.
It would be awful doing that dance. Anyway. Not the point. All right, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you didn't follow along.
It was fun regardless.
What is she talking about?
Where did we go? We left turn somewhere.
Chalk it up to Danielleism.
It happens. Anyway, come see us today. Buy a machine. It'll be a good time, I promise.
Yeah. So, have fun. Don't blow away in this wind.
Be careful. All right, guys.
Because it's windy.
We're going to get out of here. We'll see you soon.
Okay,
have a good weekend.
Bye.